Hey Baby, let's chat. I'm your host, Kimberly Bailey.
And I'm your co-host, Summer Gearin.
And you guys, this is a different show. Different. We have guests here. We're going to share. And we're going to just go in on what's love got to do with it.
Yeah, relationships, everybody. Relationships. Different dynamics of various types of relationships. We have different people represented here today. So yeah, what's love got to do with it?
What's love got to do with it? And you're going to hear different perspectives, you guys. So tune in. Real quick, I want to go around the room and introduce everybody, starting with my guy over here.
Okay, nice to meet y'all. My name is Mike.
All right, Mike.
That's it. Mike.
Hey, I'm Kiana. People call me Q.
I'm Kimberly.
I'm Alexandria.
I'm Summer.
I'm Ronnie. People call me RC. I'm Brandon.
Luther.
That's our crew, you guys, and we
welcome.
Welcome. We're grateful to have you guys. So, I'm just gonna get started, just straight up. We talking about relationships, okay? So the question I want to pose is: cheating a deal breaker in relationships?
Oh.
Is that a deal breaker? Anybody want to weigh in on that?
Somebody break the ice.
Break the ice.
Well, I'll break the ice.
Ooh,
In
that's
June, my husband and I, DeVale, we would have been married. We've been married 20 years, June 29th. So we got a lot of years in this thing. Now, listen, I don't know anything about him cheating. If he's cheating, I don't want to know anything about it. Okay, I'm just saying. That's just my perspective. He has not done anything or has not done anything to make me think that. Okay? Now, if I find out something like that, that means you got to act on it.
Right.
So I can't really say if it's a deal. We got almost 20 years in.
Okay.
So I think I would have to look at all the circumstances, what's going on, what happened. You know, you just gotta look. You can't just automatically say when you got this much time in with somebody, oh, I know I'm gone. And people can tell you all they want what they would do.
Yeah.
And then as soon as you do it, they probably knocking on Vale's door.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So that's just to break the ice on my perspective.
Yeah.
Okay? On my perspective. I like it like that. Now, some folks out here just being so disrespectful from what I understand.
Yeah.
Well, I see it. So, being so disrespectful, you're out here with somebody, everybody knows your business. Now, that's a deal breaker because you're going too far.
Oh.
Now, that's me.
Okay.
That's me. So, the next person, tag you're it.
I think, like you said, it's a situational thing. Like, most definitely, it's easy to say that you cheat on me, I'm gone. However, I don't even know if it's like a 20-year thing or a year thing to put on it to say that's a deal breaker. We go into certain relationships, friendships, and things like that with deal breakers, but some things are circumstantial. You know what I'm saying? Circumstantial.
Right.
To where that I don't know if that'd be like a deal breaker. However, like you said, it's a respect thing and it's a communication thing. The person that's cheating on the other end, you got to know that it'll forever change the dynamics of the original relationship that we came into. So like you can't, if you feel like I've forgiven you, you don't expect the original me because I originally took you in. I originally been in this relationship. I originally been in this friendship with you, doing this life with you on a trust thing. Now you put in a position that I can't trust you or I'm questioning your trust. Not that I don't trust you once we move past the cheating, but I always forever question your trust because we're in this friendship that I trusting.
But is that true forgiveness?
No.
Nope.
I guess not.
So it's a deal breaker for you. You understand?
I guess so.
You understand?
I guess I'll be forgiven under conditions.
Not necessarily.
You sound like the R. Kelly song.
You're right, baby.
In the corner of my eye every time you see me.
I probably would.
That's
So
a deal
yeah,
breaker.
but the person that's cheating, you can't expect me to forgive you and want me to wipe your slate clean.
But now you're going to play God.
Yeah, because wouldn't that be a deal breaker? Aren't you putting
No.
limitations?
No.
on
No. Wait, hold on. We gotta respect each other.
I'm sorry.
Come on,
I'm not
Okay.
putting limitation, but it
Okay,
almost
it goes
starting us
back-
at ground zero.
It go to the question that
But
you
once I
asked.
forgive you, you want me to pick up from 20 years. You see what I'm saying?
You counted the
You
numbers.
diminish that. You
I got
diminish
you.
that once you started that.
Right.
So if we start with a clean slate, when you first start dating people, and once we start getting into this friendship and relationship, it's a trust issue, right?
Yeah.
Right. So that's what I'm just saying is that you don't get 20 years in. You don't get 5 years in. You don't get 4 years in. You get the new where the relationship is now.
Right.
So now I gotta grow to trust you. I gotta grow to learn you. I gotta grow all of that because apparently what we had at what we was at, what made you do what you do, it wasn't enough.
And to back up on that doesn't mean that it's a deal breaker.
Yeah.
Pretty much that means that we got to start over.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the beginning, the agreement that we had in the beginning of what we doing is we together.
Mm-hmm.
You're not doing this, you're not doing that. We together. So when you cross that breaks everything that we started with. So now we back as a ground zero pretty much.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not exactly a deal breaker. Now I have to build this trust with you again. You see what I'm saying? We got to start over pretty much. So it doesn't mean it's a deal breaker. It's not a deal breaker when you cheat on someone.
Yeah.
We starting over pretty much.
Not
So-
a deal breaker
so-
for you.
So
You know what I'm saying?
It's a deal breaker for
But-
you.
now- wait, hey, hold on. Like, but now,
Is it a deal
I'm,
breaker?
I'm not gonna. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
okay.
is because
Right.
listen, let me tell you something.
yeah, explain it.
I will. I'll explain it. And like, okay, I'm saying that now.
Yeah.
I've never been in a situation where, I was with somebody and they cheated and I stayed. They cheated, I'm dipping. I dipped. I did. That was me. That's what happened. That's been my experience. Now moving forward in something new. Moving forward in something new.
It was the best
Who,
thing you did.
who knows
And
where
I
that
thank
would
you.
go, but I'm just using my
Right.
life as an example, like my experiences. That was a deal breaker for me, cheating, because now you compromise trust.
Yeah.
And it's like, how do we move on from that? And I'm still thinking about what you've done. So I haven't truly forgiven you. And if there's not true forgiveness, how are we truly moving forward in this love
Okay,
thing?
with that, right?
Yeah.
You said how can we move on, but what did you get at a chance to move on if that's a deal breaker for you from the start? If I cheat on you and you just completely done, how can we work
Everybody
towards that?
Everybody has a
But
something.
but I understand what you're saying, but it depends on the situation too. If we together a year, 6 months, of course it's over with. But we've been together for 15 years, 10 years, and that's a deal breaker in the beginning. No, nah, because everybody cheat for a reason.
Can I interject?
Okay, so it's
Yeah.
circumstantial.
Go
Now that's
Yeah.
true.
go
That's
ahead,
true.
go ahead.
Mike.
Okay, to dab in what you're saying to kind of bring everything together, let's look at it from two perspectives. One
Okay.
is the cheater and the one who was cheated on.
Right.
Okay, if you're working things out, I think RC and I had a conversation earlier where if that individual who cheated on the cheater, that means if I choose to say, hey, I'm going to stay in the relationship, I need to forget what you've done and not
That's it.
revisit.
That was
Move
my
forward.
Get into
Every
it.
That's
time
my
you get
point.
That's
into
true.
it.
That's my
Now,
point.
That's
there-
right.
there's a undergirth to
Right.
that.
Yeah.
If you continue to cheat,
Mhm.
and my mind is saying, I've forgiven you once, don't expect me to continue to forgive what you've been cheating on the first
Right,
time.
but that's
It does not matter how long you've been in a relationship.
Yeah.
I
Because
agree with that.
longevity
But
don't
yeah.
mean
That's
solidarity.
Does not mean,
no, that's
but
different
if I
because
take
you
you back,
said
that means, and women, we do that.
Yeah.
We take back because we are nurturers and we want to nourish that relationship.
Right.
But, and I'm not bashing, let me give a disclaimer.
Right.
No, yeah.
Versus a male and a female or both, if you continue to do it because you're comfortable with it, and if you allow me to do it, I'm going to keep
And they
on
gonna
doing
keep
it.
Right.
doing
That's
So
But-
what
okay,
you're trying to
that's
say?
what-
Okay,
wait.
No,
That's
but
the deal breaker.
That's the
we
deal
together.
breaker.
We
That's the deal breaker.
together.
I don't listen to all y'all because I'm
But
trying to
and you
see.
being so nice.
But-
That's different.
But,
But
my
listen.
whole thing is, I don't think none of y'all are trying to figure out why the person.
Right.
We said it
So
was
that's what I'm
circumstantial.
Wait,
Now,
wait,
It's
we just-
circumstantial.
But
But
That's what
that's
I
what-
said.
that's
That's what I
said.
said.
the thing is that people don't realize that the whole cheating situation changes both people. So
Yeah.
also, once you expecting me to forgiving you, you
Right.
also expect me to do the things that your reason to justify why you cheated.
Right.
So I cheated because you didn't do this and I do
Right.
that. But not only when you told me to forgive you, you also told me those are the things that you needed.
Right.
But if those were the things that I didn't like, that I did not do for the beginning, now you're really trying to change him. You want me to forgive you, and you want me to hop on one leg that the other person did.
But let me
However,
ask you this.
when you date, listen,
Let me
when
ask
you
you
date,
this.
when you
I'm speaking from a marriage standpoint.
but when
Okay,
you met your
hold on,
woman,
hold on.
when you met whatever you meet, we also meet with a representative, right?
But cheating is like it's like a
You meet with a representative.
You
but
meet
gotta
with a
make-
representative.
But you gotta make
everything-
sure.
Oh yeah, I like that.
You gotta make sure.
You like donuts?
Is that
Yeah.
a real person? Though?
Yeah,
you
they
put enough
represent-
time in.
yeah,
Their
you like-
representative gonna
yeah.
show the truth.
You like donuts? I hate
But you
donuts.
saying that, we
Hey,
saying
hold on.
why did you cheat? But from a marriage standpoint, most of the times we all get married without reading the job description now.
Most
But
definitely.
then
Let me
you
speak
don't
on
wanna-
that.
Most
Let
of
me
the
speak
time
on
they don't want to hold up
Let me
to the job description. And then when we try to hold your feet to the fire on that job description,
Yeah.
you can't say I'm gonna do A, but I ain't doing B.
Oh, wait.
Then that's
But
what I'm saying.
Right.
A lot of times you start talking about the cheating, and we asking
Can
you.
I just-
You saying,
It's
oh,
not
you in
even
your
about job
mind,
description,
but
it's
in
about
your
being
mind,
comfortable.
and I'm
It's
just
about being
speaking. I'm
comfortable.
speaking man, woman. Hold on, bro.
Right.
So I'm saying
Okay.
most of the time we say a man, woman. I'm talking about man, woman cheat.
Yeah.
Most of the time a woman can't get past. He done cheated. He done cheated. He
They
done
can't.
cheated. But let me tell you now, all that you was doing before, and then now that we done said I do or these kids done came. Listen,
You gotta
from a
keep
man's
doing all
standpoint,
that.
a man gotta have
That's
a
exactly
whole
right.
lot.
So
You can't get in a relationship saying I ain't gonna do this no more, I ain't gonna do that, and then you talking about the forgive, and then you say, "Well, I forgive you." Then you 10 years down the road, you still bringing up this same shit. Now,
Yeah.
listen, it's either you gonna forgive me or you don't. So
Or don't.
if you're
That's
not
it.
gonna forgive
You
me,
can't be both.
then the deal broke.
I believe that.
So I think
However, men are selfish people. Not only when it comes to other people, but also kids. I feel like once kids get involved,
Hold on.
careers get involved.
But again,
Like
hold on.
women,
Again, you
guys,
can't say that because
stop.
we going back.
Listen,
You
let
ain't
her-
reading the job
Luther.
description.
So-
Don't
No,
sign up for
listen.
the kids.
You-
get the-
Referee.
The kids.
you signed up for the job for me to be your wife, and you wanted me to bury your kids.
But ain't the kids in the
However,
description from the get go?
You said to bury your kids. Not only that, my kids are not my priority. Now we got to figure out kids in the equation. When I get out of work, I gotta feed them too. Not only did you fit my income, my budget, we got to figure out daycare in that budget. Now we also got my free time.
I think you need to
Dog,
go,
whenever
no,
what I'm just saying, like it's a difference between bearing kids
I
and
understand.
raising kids.
I understand.
And not saying that men do not. However, women care. Like we can leave the kids for the weekend with the men. We don't know what they come back. They got a white beat in the diaper on.
Not
Wait, Alex.
Not every-
Let's stay on topic.
Wait,
But no,
wait,
hold on.
let him
You
go,
guys,
let him
Yeah,
wait,
Brandon
guys,
wants to say something too.
everybody stop.
Because I like to hear
So
the men
we gotta
speak.
hear you guys.
Yeah.
Time out. We gotta hear everybody's
So
perspective.
good.
This is good. I'm getting hot.
Just everybody listen.
look.
You cannot move the goalpost though. That's
Let's stay on topic. Let's stay on topic, you guys. All right, let's resume. Let's
I
go.
know Brandon was
So,
trying to talk and
My
And then I
opinion,
got
I think it's situational.
Let me get
And
my
based
seat.
on the relationship.
Right.
Yeah.
Because if you're in a relationship, a marriage, or whatever, and you got two people doing two things together prior to them getting married, and then you get in a situation, and we're saying if one person cheats, are they going to stay? But what kind of caused them to cheat? What Luther was saying. Okay,
Right.
in a marriage,
That's real.
a man and a woman, they need two different things from each other. So just say, for instance, that woman is denying that man sex. What do you does
And
that
from
man
a woman,
stay?
that's not gonna work.
Does that man stay? So
It never works.
that
Right.
woman is that only man's outlet to for intimacy. Now she's denying him something, and then if he goes and gets it somewhere else, now you want to leave because you didn't want to provide something that he needs as a man.
The job
And I
description.
respect
And
that.
vice versa.
I respect
Yeah, that is
respect
true.
that comment. There again, we're going on two different paths, but we're gonna stay within the goal.
Yeah.
First of all and foremost, you're saying a man cheated because a woman held out. Normally, when women hold out from a man because the man or she suspects the man is cheating.
That's
One, stay with me. I'm going somewhere. I promise. And then
Oh,
the
this is
second
getting good.
thing is
Suspects or no?
She said
there's
she
something
said
because
Look, we gonna get to that.
a woman
get to that.
intuition never leads her wrong. You can put that in the
so
book.
how do women get in bad
I ain't
relationships?
gonna agree with you.
How do women,
That's
how
not
do
true.
women get in bad
Hold on.
relationships?
Let her
prior
finish
to
her
the-
point.
with
Let her
the
finish her
That's
point.
not true. I'm
Let her
with
finish
you.
her point.
I got you.
Let her
on.
finish.
I got you.
Hold on.
Kiana has the floor.
For a man or a woman to say, hey, I left you or I cheated because you wasn't a wife, it takes a husband to be a wife. It takes the husband in order for her to be a wife, and vice versa. Well, you wasn't a husband, then you need to check your motive because you wasn't a wife for him to be a husband. So, and I say that to say, when I'm gonna go back to my original statement, a woman's body, if you two are intimate, she knows at exact point when the man has stepped out. Can you all agree?
Yeah.
If for those,
Yes.
listen,
You think they
listen,
I had never experienced that. Now
listen.
They said,
We can
nah.
almost to the T tell you how many strokes it's going to take for you to come to your climax.
Most
We know
definitely.
what
I give you
areas
that
you're
one.
gonna go first.
Men are predictable.
So let me.
I'm here to tell you. And when something is changed,
Well, I'm my
the
daddy's
woman
child,
is
so
gonna
I
say, "Who you been with?"
So let me ask you this. So you said a woman's intuition tells her that. So why doesn't a woman's intuition tell her before she gets in a relationship that this is not a good dude?
Because she is all about the person.
Yeah.
I want to be in a relationship.
Can I?
You can't use it.
That's a good
If it
question.
doesn't tell you
Girl, I
before,
gotta
how's it
tell
gonna
Bill
tell
and
you?
start better.
That's a good question. You want to know why?
Wait a minute.
And then
You
you
know-
said a woman starts acting a certain way because she suspects. I can suspect a lot of things.
You want to know why?
And
Right.
it is not be true. So I start treating you differently because I suspect something and not know. That's a big. You're on two totally different ends of the spectrum.
From a woman assuming what is y'all downfall. It's not always what y'all think it is, and this is the gap between men and women, or wife or husband, or boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever the case may be. Y'all constantly assuming or thinking things instead of coming to their husband or coming to their wife and actually talking to them and having a conversation with them. You see what I'm saying?
No.
If yes,
No.
Yeah. Hold on, give me a second. If me and my wife is having if I'm having issues with myself, or she having issues with myself, it's something that I'm lacking in this relationship. Back to what he was saying. If I'm lacking sex in my relationship, I'm gonna come to my wife, baby. Look,
That's right.
Go right to
I'm a
it.
horny goat.
Yeah, I'm with
Yeah.
That's your concern.
I need more sex.
And this is what
Now-
we were doing before.
If she tell me, well, you know,
Right, Kiana, you know what
and she don't do what she need to do,
Yeah. Leave her. How
Leave
about
her.
that? Leave her.
leave her.
Right.
It's just that simple, but it's not that simple.
It is.
It's not.
I'm gonna tell you
Wow.
why.
Wait. It's not that simple because we don't operate like that. Because you know why? We still soul tied. We still connected to each other.
Right.
I still love this woman. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I'm gonna do what I'm gonna get my rocks off.
Right.
But I'm coming home to my wife because I love my wife.
That's
That's
it.
conditional love.
That's
true.
a condition of love. You know what I'm saying? So
That's
it
true,
can be
yeah.
confusing sometimes.
I understand.
But why we can't operate in that type of you know what I'm saying? It don't operate like that. It don't work like that. It's not that easy to where I could just communicate with that's the main issue, communication.
Yes. Most
I need to
definitely.
let my wife know,
That's
or my
right.
wife need to let me know what's going on to where
That's
we can
right.
kind of work towards
And
it.
men don't
Now,
communicate.
wait a minute.
It's just men.
Wait. She shot. I'm finna shoot back. I'm finna shoot back. Stop always accusing men. Stop right there. So back to what I was saying. You know what I'm saying? Back to what I was
Let's be
saying.
respectful.
Respectful,
Okay,
yeah.
go
Back to
ahead.
what I was saying. The main thing is communicate. And this is the reason why I like doing stuff like that. There's a big gap between men and women between communication. We not communicating with each other.
We were just talking about
We
that.
constantly against each other.
Yeah.
You know what's the main things too? You going to your friend complaining about me instead of you coming to me and talking to me
That part.
and explain to me what's
I
going
agree.
on.
I agree.
We going to our bros
Yeah.
and like, bro, man, my wife, you know, instead of me coming to you telling me what's going on.
Yeah.
That's the
I
main
can
issue.
do- I can
You
agree
see what I'm
with
saying?
that.
I agree.
That's
I
the
can agree with
main
that.
issue.
I agree.
Can I do a
But
small
with
plug?
But with the cheating,
Now
let me say this.
back to your main
Keep
question.
folks out your
The main-
business. just from a almost 20 years married.
they-
Keep folks out your
Back
business.
to the question that you saying why people
Folks out your
cheat.
business.
Yeah,
We not communicating with each other. That's
Right.
my
Right.
opinion.
Bruh,
I agree.
let me say something.
I'm listening. We
Let's get a little
running.
deeper than cheating.
Let's go
and
deeper.
relationships.
RC haven't been talking about it.
That's
so
where I like to
basically,
go.
we all like you know we were growing up. Our parents would say, wait to have don't have sex before marriage, which was bull crap. You know, we looking at them like, what you talking about? So we go out, we have experiences. You know, like the whole mindset is sometimes our experiences. If I've been with 60 women,
Yeah.
and my wife been with 7 men, whatever. Those 60, just because I'm married, don't mean those 60 experiences just go away. I built up habits. Wait, let me explain something to you.
Oh no, I'm agreeing with
So I done built up habits. So if you're not acting accordingly, it's easy for me to go in my phone and look and say, you know what, she ain't doing. I'm used to something.
you. And you a bad man for
Why
knowing
did
that number
you
too.
marry me
Wait,
knowing that I wasn't feeding you sexually?
Well, listen. Because when I got married, I didn't understand the whole. When every woman that you date, every man that you date, don't need the same thing when you're dating.
Right.
In marriage, they have a set something that they need. So when I got married, I wasn't big on because she had 2 kids from a previous marriage. You know, I was new to marriage and new to parenting, so I was trying to focus on that. But my wife still needed something too, and she was like, "You don't love me. You don't love me. You don't love me enough. You ain't holding my hand. You ain't watching Lifetime. I'm ready to get divorced. I'm like, you got kids running around here.
Yeah.
I got bills I'm trying to pay. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But she's saying simplicity. Just grab my hand, acknowledge me when I come in the door.
Yeah.
But up until I realized that, I'm like, okay, you just bitching. You complaining. But she telling me.
Yeah.
See, a woman gonna give you signs. She gonna tell you what she need. So after I got over my pride and ego, I'm like, okay, just come through the door. Hey, baby, how you doing?
Yeah.
Acknowledgement. See, that's love. And so what it
Love
is,
languages.
you got to get a little deeper. If you're a man that's used to being with a lot of women, you get in a relationship with a woman, vice versa. And that, if you can cheat, it's premeditated. You don't cheat one time.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna talk about
It's
that,
premeditated. So if I can go, you done piss me off, or you ain't doing something, or you ain't fitting the job description. Because first of all, I realize job descriptions is bullshit. Because guess what? If my wife fall ill, we swap roles. I'm washing, cleaning, cooking, doing everything. See, it was a partnership.
Right.
You know, quarterback get hurt, the backup got to come in. I had to learn that on the job. So it's a little bit deeper than if I love you, and this might sound cliche, if I love you, and it come down to me going to be with somebody else, I'm the type of dude where if I step out my marriage, I'm gone.
Yeah.
Because I've been married and being with just you. So anything outside of that gonna be a little bit wild and crazy and better. I'm gone. See what I'm saying?
Right.
Mentally. So if I stay with you, it's conditional love.
Right.
It's conditional. We
And
just
it's a
getting
maturity
along.
level with men too. So like you said, the difference in regardless, even if it's the even playing field, 60 bodies, if your hunger or if your need, your 60 bodies was a little bit wider than my 60 bodies or whatever, like why marry me if you still feel like that I'm not completing
You don't
needs?
fix.
You felt like I met the job description. Oh, she's a good mama. She, you know what I'm saying?
Listen.
She's a business owner. She take care of business. She look like this. She financially stable. Her credit score is right. However, I can't swing from the ceilings. I'm not gonna
None
do
of that
that.
matters. None of that matters. None of that matters.
In
because
maturity level, it does.
No,
none
no.
of that matters.
No,
Yes,
not with a
clearly
man.
it does
Not
with
with a
men.
man. Not with a man.
But I'm kind of like
not with a
what
man.
he said with what the woman need. A man, people can say what they want. When a man wake up in the morning time, from the day he born to the day he die, I feel like this is my personal view. Man ain't got but 2 things on his mind: sex and money. Cause that's what you made to do.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
And
it.
Women don't like. We don't want you for no money. Like that credit score. I ain't gonna care what
A
your credit
real
score
man
is.
don't want you for
Listen,
no money.
I don't care what your
That's
credit
But
score.
that hinders us.
But
that hinders us too, though.
Long as you
Knowing
meet
those
that
2
sexual
things,
need,
money
I'm
and
worried
sex,
about
that hinders us.
how to
Go
make
ahead,
this
though,
money. But then he's
But
saying
that's
about the
why
holding
providing
hands, but women don't. They can say they do, but man, I don't want to hear all that damn bitching every day, nagging
Right,
me.
right.
If you want me to come in and hold your hand and do all this, listen, it's a certain way you gotta say it to me and tell it to me.
Right.
It's just like me seeing him on the street.
Right.
I can't just walk up to him and be like, "Oh, bullshit ass."
Right.
Like I can't go
Right.
to him.
You get
like
nowhere.
That. But if
Yeah.
I go to you respectfully, man, I can hear what you saying. But if you coming at me when you get married, cause if you're a man, now let me say
Yeah,
that.
right.
But if you're old macaroni back, you
Kim,
can't
there
take
it
it.
is. Macaroni made its way
Two
on the
men and
scene.
women are never gonna see I don't care how nice a person you are. I don't care how nice a person he is. But if you trying to come at that man crazy, it don't matter what you tell him. You can walk out there and say,
it's back to
he ain't gonna hear it.
It's back to communication.
It's back.
Right.
Check this out,
it's deeper than that. It's
check
upbringing.
But once a man
wait,
learns
wait.
how to love his woman properly, she becomes a different wife than you initially thought she was.
Let me break this down to you.
Make your point real quick.
Oh, I'm gonna try to.
Yeah.
So back to what you were saying. Money and
Sex. That's
sex.
all on our mind.
Right. We love sex. All men love sex, right?
And we worry about making
We
it
love
dollars.
our we love our money because
At an all-time high.
I can speak. I'm gonna just say from my point of view, most men want to provide. That's why we say
Right.
money,
Right.
But that's not it. This is what we fall at. So my experience is, I can make all the money that I can, right? The woman that I'm with, that's not her love language. There's a song, Tank got a song say, "I bought you all the things that your heart didn't pretty much like."
Right, we ain't.
Wait a minute,
me and him ain't saying that.
Wait.
We ain't saying love.
No.
We can tell you what's on the man.
Listen to me, because it's not about us. Same thing with them. It's not about them. So when you come in contact, when you connect with a woman, it's no longer about myself no more. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think you heard what we said.
I'm listening. No, I'm hearing what you're saying because I can only take in what you give me. And the main thing you said was money and sex, right?
Right. Listen.
Explain
Let me
to me
put it to
I'm
you
going
another
on
way.
what you're saying,
Let
right?
me put it to you another way.
This is so good.
When
Yes,
you go in
I was
that
about to
kitchen,
get better. Hold on.
when you
I
go in
just love
that,
it.
you see that food on the counter right
Yes,
there?
Love
yes,
it.
sir.
When you go in that counter and get that food, you think I know what you want? Only you know what you want off that counter.
Right.
Right?
Exactly.
That's what me and him
That's
saying.
what we saying.
Exactly.
We saying what we want.
Exactly.
He was simply saying when he grabbed some of hand, what his wife was saying she wanted. And that's what we saying is they ain't hearing what we want,
Initially.
and we ain't hearing what they want. But in order for us to hear them,
Right.
it's a certain way that you got to tell that man
Exactly.
what you want.
Exactly.
If you come to
Communication.
me like
It's back to
like
communication.
you got a beard and face and hair like me, I ain't hearing.
Back to my point.
I'm checking out.
Back to my point of what I was saying. It's all about communicating with each other.
And
But-
don't
but
come to me when you're angry.
from a standpoint, if I'm all about money and sex, she needs to understand that. But from her,
that's not what
her
he's saying.
no,
He's
wait a
not
minute.
Well, you guys,
listen to me.
unfortunately,
standpoint-
we have to bring this
I'm
to
sorry.
a halt.
I think you
Yes.
keep talking.
No.
You keep
We
trying to
have
put it
to-
on us as an
you guys-
individual.
I'm sorry.
We referring to the.
I'm
to the
taking
male
time. But
race.
I'm getting somewhere. That's
Okay,
my
well,
point.
come on, take it,
I'm getting
I ain't got
somewhere.
on
We're
the
gonna have to
board
wrap
yet.
this up real
No,
quick.
no,
Go ahead. Go
I'm sorry.
ahead.
It's been
Make
30
your-
minutes already.
Make your
Now
point.
go ahead. It's gonna take
Make
me a
your
minute.
Go ahead.
Yes,
Go real quick. Go
No,
ahead.
okay. So
good.
from my standpoint,
We didn't even make it to the
it's
second
money
That's
and
okay.
sex, right? But from her standpoint is
all leaning up, Luke.
loyalty. I'm just throwing some stuff out
Trust,
there.
love.
Trust. Just give me two.
Family.
I know women got a lot. I
Yeah.
mean,
We want
So-
that too, right?
So my point is, I gotta understand her standpoint, and she gotta understand my standpoint. But at the same time, what you were saying though, it back to communication. If she's not communicating to me, I'm not. Men don't have the guide to relationships or love. Women
No.
think they know.
Nobody
They don't.
has.
Nobody has.
And my point is
There's no
that.
manual.
My point is that. So back, I'm just going. I'm
So-
bouncing off y'all. You know what I'm saying?
We
And I'm getting
tabling
somewhere.
this.
So back to what you're saying. Back to,
It's table.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
That's
Good.
it.
Man.
We-
That's a wrap.
So